My name's Stephanie Robilio. I'm an author, a licensed clinical social worker, the founder of Mindful Living, and the chief clinical officer at Agape Behavioral Healthcare. Today I want to talk about the self-help workbooks that I've created specifically to help people have an easy, accessible resource to support them along their journey of improving their wellness, creating healthy habits, boosting their confidence, developing habits that support self-love, and really getting on the path of maintaining really good mental health. This is really important to me because we live in a modern, fast-paced society. Everybody has routines and responsibilities that they're trying to keep up with, and the reality is we don't always have the space for therapy, the time for therapy, or the money for therapy. And something that's really important to me is I want every single person to know that there is a resource out there that they can utilize as they are moving through life trying to maintain routines and responsibilities while also making sure that they're keeping themselves number one. I think this is really hard because the reality is there's still very much a stigma around the topic of mental health and recovery. And I think that as long as there's stigma, that puts us in a position to feed shame. And as long as there's shame, we're not going to choose to get better. And I think that's really a barrier for people to make that first step in getting the help they want to receive, which is why I believe the workbooks I have created are so important, because you don't have to really announce to the world that you need help. This is something that you can do in the privacy of your home. You can do it as you see fit into your existing life and schedule. And from my own experience, I have thousands of people who have utilized these workbooks. What I have seen is that the moment people have access to this, they find safety in this process, and usually these workbooks will lead them to making that call if they feel that they need additional help after going through this process. There was a time in my personal life where I struggled with my own mental health, and I was stuck for several years just repeating the same self-sabotaging behaviors. And I had no idea that I was self-sabotaging. I was going through everyday life thinking there's something wrong with me, that I'm doomed, this is just who I am. And something that I learned is I could put on a big, pretty smile and everybody would think that I'm okay. And I actually excelled in academics. And so people thought, man, she must really be okay. Look at her. She's smiling and she's excelling in academics. And through my own, this part I'll cry, but that's how vulnerable it is. Through my own struggles, I realized that there was a time I didn't feel like I could go to anybody. And the truth is, I didn't want to go to anybody. I was so conditioned to believe I have to be perfect. And I think that that's something that I see more now than ever in the world. And it's not even just with females, it's with all people, that we are living in a time and age where nobody knows what it means to be who you are. We're all trying to be somebody that we're not. And I feel like as long as we're trying to be somebody that we're not, we will continue to perpetuate the cycles of poor mental health and addiction, and we're setting ourselves up to fail. And so from my own personal experience, that's taken me way back to my early 20s, and today I'm 35, so I just went 15 years back. But to be that young girl who was so lost, so confused, and so broken, and to be here where I am today, it is my life's mission. It is my life's mission to provide resources and to be a guide and to be a teacher to help people unlock their truest potential, their authentic self, to realize that their only job in life is to be who they are every single moment of every single day. And that's what led me to write these books. I want these workbooks to be that guide for a person. Maybe you're not ready to seek help, and that's okay. Help is still available to you. I just talk about the books now? Okay.
This is your sales pitch now.
Okay. I wrote Mindful Makeover specifically for women. This is a 30-day guide, one question a day, and it has everything you need to get on the path of self-love. Well Now is a 30-day workbook and guide that I wrote specifically for males and females who are looking to improve their mental health and to learn the coping skills to deal with anything related to addiction and alcoholism. This workbook has everything a person needs to identify their triggers and develop the coping skills to support good mental health and recovery moving forward. I'm Stephanie Robilio. Come connect with me on all social platforms at Stephanie Robilio. Be mindful and always remember the power that lives inside of you.